Hey there, and welcome to Morgan, Brayton, and Other People. Well, it's almost my son's birthday, which means one thing. Mama's gonna rant about loot bags. You remember loot bags, didn't you? When you were a kid, you would go to somebody's birthday party, and maybe they had loot bags, maybe they didn't. They were kind of fun, but they weren't the best thing about the party. Nowadays, you don't have loot bags at your kid's birthday party, the kids start calling Amnesty International. So let me get this straight. As a parent, you're supposed to spend hundreds of dollars to throw a bunch of stinky little boys a party where they get to go to paintball or laser tag or indoor trampolines or whatever is hip this year. And then in addition to that, maybe it's gonna be worse. You gotta have them at your house where they're probably not gonna flush the toilet. And then after that, you gotta talk to other parents, which like nobody wants. And then to top it all off, when your hospitality has already been stretched as thin as it can be, you're gonna have to buy presents for the guests? No, this is everything that is wrong with our society, okay? It is not your birthday. Sometimes it's not about you. And the sooner you figure that out, the better off the world is gonna be. Today on the show, we're discussing birthdays. Ladies.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm okay. I'm good. Should we just get right to it before my head explodes?
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers. Today's attitude adjuster is a little sangria. A little summertime into our. I'm okay.
Oh, I like that.
I'm gonna start right off
That's like juice.
by asking Erica,
Yes.
have you joined the cast of Moulin Rouge? What's happening with your fancy headpiece here?
It's very close to my birthday, and I get really excited about my birthday. So
We know! That's why we have her!
Happy birthday!
And her names with my birthday hats on.
Oh, we're putting them on?
Okay, just maybe for
I mean,
a
just
minute,
for a second.
Robyn,
It's fine,
if
it's
you
fine.
care
It's
about
really
Erica,
My hair looks cute today, but it's totally fine. I'll put a hat on.
care about Erica at
I'll
all.
put a hat on. It's
Yeah.
totally fine. Oh God.
I'm
I'm afraid of these because they snap at you. I'm a little afraid of them.
Are you okay?
I'm good now.
hurt
because it's
yourself?
on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a little bit afraid.
All
of
right. I made you cupcakes with
Thank
my
you,
very own
Morgan.
hands. There's a
Thank
lot of cat hair in there and a lot of love.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got you this coaster.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I didn't get you anything. You're welcome.
Okay, so you get excited about your birthday though.
I do.
Yeah?
Yes. I love my birthday. Back when people actually left voicemails, I used to 1 month before my birthday change my voicemail to "You've reached Erica's birthday hotline. If you're looking for gift ideas, press 1." And it was like a yearly joke. But now no one leaves voicemails. It's
Right.
only the government. So I just took that off.
Can you do like an autoresponder text so that anytime anybody texts you?
Oh,
that's
I wish I could. I will look into that. There's probably an app for that.
I'm sure you'll find it.
Yeah, but
If there's an app, you'll have it.
Yeah, it's a big deal. I like my birthday.
Is it just because it's all about you?
It's all
that that's a
about
bad
me.
thing, but-
Also, I think every year I'm on Earth, it's special because I'm a type 1 diabetic. I don't know if you know this.
Oh,
I don't know where it came from. I love my birthday.
Don't you think it's from being a kid? Because when you were a kid, like all year I was waiting, and my birthday's at the end of June, so the whole school year was just nonsense to get to my birthday.
What's the only currency you have as a kid?
Yes. Birthday party.
Yeah.
invite.
When the kid pisses you off, you're like, you're not invited to my birthday.
Yes. Or the opposite, you can say like, please, will you such and such? I'll invite you to my birthday party.
Oh, yeah.
Kids are
Then you
terrible.
brag about
They're
the loot
terrible.
bags.
Now, who's got a summer part? Does anybody have a summer birthday?
I do.
You do. So
I have an end of summer birthday, which is the worst.
the worst.
Oh, why? Why?
Kids are
Because
away.
no one was ever there. That's why I'm not into birthdays, I think.
My
Okay.
birthday is January 1st, and that's like,
Oh,
that's
that's dope.
worse.
That's
Yeah, that
That's
is. I agree.
way worse
I agree.
than
It
Yeah.
is.
Not that I'm trying to one up you.
That's my mom's birthday.
Just saying. Really?
It's January
See,
1st.
You know, it's surprising how common it is,
Yeah.
and it's surprising how annoying how common it is.
Right.
Because I don't want to share my birthday with anybody. And one of my best friends married a guy who was born on January 1st, and it made me so mad.
Like it's not enough to be with Baby New Year.
like it's not enough that I already only get one present for my birthday and Christmas.
Right.
It's not enough that everybody's hungover now as an adult on my birthday. And now some guy's gonna show up at my brunch and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, happy birthday to you too, Matt." It's so
Yeah.
How dare he?
That's funny that you say that though, because I have like 4 Facebook friends with the same birthday as me, and I always feel a little bit sort of like
jilted.
Oh, I love sharing my birthday with Facebook friends.
You do?
Yeah. Like we're birthday buddies.
Yeah, I like it too.
do.
I say that,
People
but I
say
don't
that
mean
to me,
it.
and I'm like, no, I don't.
What were your birthdays like when you, aside from sad Fatima, what were your birthdays like when you were a kid?
One birthday, my parents got in a huge fight, and my mom jumped out of the car and slammed the door, and then
Sorry that we're laughing.
went home and ordered a pizza, and that was probably the saddest birthday. But other birthdays, I got to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, everybody. I think everybody drank on that one. Yeah, that's fair. Mhm.
Sad.
Chuck E. Cheese was pretty great.
One year, it was really actually cute. My dad threw a surprise birthday in like the summer for me that I had no idea about. It was adorable.
Oh my God, that's the
and I was
best.
like in
really
my teens.
fun.
It was really, really sweet. Yeah, it'd be really nice if somebody did that now, especially since I'm single.
My birthday parties were like everything in my childhood, where I felt so proud of them and thought that my family just did everything better than everyone else's family. But in hindsight, we did is because my brother and I, all of our parties, they would always take us to the beach, and we have like winter birthdays, but it's Victoria, so it's pretty mild.
Yep.
So we'd play outside, and we got to climb trees, and we'd have massive birthday parties and capture the flag and all this stuff. And looking back, and so I really did feel like very superior to other families. And in hindsight, we did it because it was free.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're so great. And I'm like, oh, we're poor.
Both though.
Yeah, but that's okay. So this is, loot bags aside. Don't even get me started on the rest of it, of what a birthday has to be. Like our daughter's 14th birthday, we ended up renting out a room at the community center, and we're like having a DJ and all this kind of stuff. But okay. First of all, we went a little bit overboard. Our kids are adopted. They hadn't had birthday parties until they came home. So it was a bigger deal for us. But still, like the things that we have done for our kids' birthdays to make up for the first years of their lives are a little over the top, but we're not alone. Like we think we're going crazy, but everyone else is like, yeah, that's what you do at a birthday. And I remember when I was listening, I was like, capture the flag, huh? But that was fun. Like we had slumber parties because I was at the end of June. So sometimes we'd already be finished school when my birthday came along, or it'd be like that last weekend of school. That was the best. When my birthday fell on like the Friday, the end of school was just like, yeah. And then I'd have the slumber party, and we'd sleep outside in our sleeping bags and have like those little boxes of cereal that you cut open the thing. Remember those?
Those were great.
And that's all it took, right? It was like sleeping over. It didn't yes, I liked getting presents or whatever, but it was just about capture the flag or it being in a sleeping bag or whatever.
But those parties are still probably the most fun for the kids. I think that it's the stupid parents that are trying to compete to have look at this fondant. No kid has been like, oh, can I have more fondant? That stuff over the cake that makes me throw up. Like you bite into a piece and you're like, this is delicious, and then you're like, I'm gonna throw up. Like it's so gross. But it's all the moms want to have the perfect everything, like mason jar. It's like just put out some Dairy Queen ice cream cake, and the kids will lose their mind.
So good.
My cousin has two little ones, and she and all of her friend group, they all do a thing where they have, they call it toonie parties for every birthday, and every kid just brings a toonie, and then the loot gets split, and half of it goes to charity, and half of it the kid buys one present.
Yeah. No, and that's I'm all for that. My son wants nothing to do with it, but I'm all for it. Okay, we got to take a break, and I'm eyeing those cupcakes, which do not have any fondant on them. Is that how we say it? Fondant.
I don't know.
We're gonna take a break and maybe eat some cupcakes, and we'll be right back with more Morgan Brayton and other people here on Out TV. Come right back. Welcome back to Morgan Brayton and Other People. We're talking birthdays here on the show today. We're talking about kid birthdays, best birthdays you had when you were a kid. What about as an adult? How do you celebrate?
Just hanging out with friends and drinking. A lot of drinking. There's lots of drinking involved.
So-
I feel like that's a common trait with adult birthdays.
Right.
Is the heavy drinking.
Shots.
Shots. Yeah, why is it always about shots?
It's the worst.
I wanted our attitude adjuster to be muff dives, but that got canceled.
For
We
good reason.
said no. Drinking, shots.
Last year, I went to Whistler, did a spa thing, so that was kind of fun.
That sounds like that's my ideal.
Morgan's dream.
Everybody leave me alone for a weekend and send me to a spa? Come on. No offense, guys, but I'll see you on Monday.
If you've ever wanted to not acknowledge your birthday.
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
Really?
No.
for sure.
Like a milestone birthday, or when you were afraid to turn that age birthday, or what?
Oh no, just I just didn't feel like celebrating my birthday.
Oh God, I've never. felt that
Oh,
way.
I know, it seems so foreign to you birthday lovers.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna just jump like this birthday, Fatima. The whole like we're
gonna go
gonna.
insane.
We're going to Disneyland.
I turned 30 next year, too.
Oh.
It's the big
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
We have the same. We're both turning 30.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
How many have you had?
I know.
Robyn.
I'm turning 40.
Do you sometimes just want to not?
Well, you don't look it.
Wait a minute, you're turning 40 this year?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you feel about that?
Fine. I don't feel weird about getting older at all for some reason. Maybe it's not far away, but I don't have a problem with it. I feel really good about turning 40. I don't know why. It's probably because I look amazing. But
I think
Probably
that's
a lot.
it.
Did you?
I-
What
I
about when
just
you
don't-
turned 30? Did
No,
you have an
I
issue with that?
love turning 30. 30 was my favorite year ever. I loved getting out of my 20s because I did not enjoy my 20s. The 30s were the best.
Was it
30
all
was
the blowjobs?
Could have been the blowies. Sorry, I mean the blowjobs.
Stop
I know.
I beg of you. I beg of you.
I forgot, and
The
then I
word
caught myself. I
blowies
get it.
just-
I got it. It
Speaking
won't
of
ever
blows
happen
and
again.
birthdays. Sorry, I use the word too now.
I know. See what a bad influence you are?
Sorry. You didn't have a story?
Sorry.
Do you have to give Jay a birthday blowjob?
I don't. First of all, when you strictly have to, we're talking. That's a very fine line between.
You know what I mean, though. You know, it's
Lawyers
birthdays.
getting
Like,
involved.
are you
You're
supposed to? Are you
obligated
supposed
to.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Like you have to.
Birthday sex obligations?
There's sex obligations on one's birthday.
I think it's
so.
an expectation. However, I put out a lot, so it's not even. I mean, there's just. I don't know why I said that.
Do you?
I hope you said it because it's the truth.
Jay is like rewinding. Like,
Making someone feel special. They're special.
Yeah, that's true. That's
I
part
gotta
of it.
send a text. Hold on. This is new information. Send and add to calendar. Yeah.
In my whole life, I never remember my mother acknowledging her birthday ever, and it was never an event. We never even really had like a dinner or anything, and she always very much, she has a twin sister, so they would have a little phone call or a little like, I don't know, telepathic moment or something.
Twins
themselves.
too. Yeah.
But we never celebrated it, and then last summer she had a very serious health scare, and then this year she was all in.
Oh, yeah.
It was so fun, and she was just so excited. And it wasn't big, it was mostly just family and a couple of friends, but the kind of sentiment to it and her excitement, which I'd never seen, and like, she literally sent me a text, and I think it was just, she thought she didn't want, other stuff to overlap, someone else to buy a cake or something. She sent me a text, and all it said was, I bought myself a beautiful cake, don't mess with me.
Oh, I like it.
So fun.
That's adorable. That's totally adorable. Have you ever had a surprise party?
My BFF, who lives in Calgary, one year did fly out to surprise me. So
that's nice.
our other BFF came over to my house, and it was so funny because I was like rushing around to get ready, and so she's at the door, and I can see someone's hiding behind her, and I think it's the guy she's been dating, and I'm
so mad.
and I'm so mad. So I'm like, and it's my birthday, but I'm trying to get ready, and she's like, hey, and I'm like, what? Who's behind you? And she's like, no one, and I'm like, I can't believe she brought this guy with her. And then I opened the door like, and I think I was in a towel, and then my best friend pops out, and I was like, oh, I'm a terrible person.
Way better.
It was ridiculous, but it was so sweet. Like she
That's
had-
lovely.
Yeah. And I think though that they thought I would start to cry. And you know when you feel like you
Sorry, I have
should
to
cry? I know. I never cry.
No.
But I think they were like, this
think
is
they really
how
are best
she
friends.
does it. And I just kind of was like, oh, this is so great. And they're like, and I was like, let's go drink. I didn't cry. It takes a lot.
No. We'll keep working on it.
Yeah.
We'll keep working on it. You're the anti-me. I cry just 23 hours a day.
I know.
But
As
you,
soon
on
as
the
I
other
said
hand,
surprise, you teared up. I was
a
like,
bit
okay.
misty. Yeah. Bit misty.
I think it's hard when we're grown-ups to surprise anybody with something, just because it's like we ask too many questions,
And the
we
internet,
know too much.
right?
The internet, people leak stuff. Like, don't tell me anything ever if it's a surprise, because I will accidentally say something to, like, almost always I will say, oh my God, I'll see you Saturday, and they're like, what's that?
Well, and there's a real energy of like before a surprise party for adults who are used to knowing what is going on in their lives,
Yeah.
or at least can read their partners and stuff and be like, someone is definitely lying to me.
Yeah.
Like, I am out of the loop on something.
I think I'm stops talking to you. The week of my birthday, you're like,
Nobody's available for anything.
You're like,
You
I
gotta
guess
plan
my friends
something.
are
You
assholes.
gotta deke them out. I think I'm just always way too excited about my birthday and making plans. So there's no possible way you could we can't do anything. You've got it all happening already.
And so you're all in loving relationships. Do you all have to plan your own birthdays, or do you choose to, or
I don't know if I choose to or if.
you just know if you don't, it won't happen?
Well, I mean, I don't know because I've always been so on top of like a month ahead of time. I think it's kind of like, he's just like, I'm not jumping in front of this runaway train. I can't stop this. So
I should qualify that in that I'm not, I feel like it's my birthday. I'm special today. But it's mostly milestone birthdays, like my 30th birthday and my 40th birthday. Turning 30, just before my 30th birthday, I had a complete meltdown. I was like, what am I doing with my life? And then before my 40th birthday, I was like, oh God, it's been a decade and I haven't done anything with my life. And I have these like kind of big
What about your 50th?
life changes. But those big ones I like celebrated with something big, but not so much the
the every year thing.
I had a big 30th, like a lot of comedy friends, and like it was so like we had this huge table, and then as the night went on, a lot of people came, and like the restaurant turns into a dance club, and then I went into the washroom, and there's two guys that were like kind of fighting outside the washroom, and as I'm peeing, I hear kunk up against the door, and I'm like, oh no, kunk up against the door, and then they break the door down while I'm peeing, and then like 50 people run in because now there's a fight, and I'm like, and I don't know what to do. I'm not done peeing, and there's 50 people and two guys rolling around, and I'm just like, I don't know. And do I live here now? Is this my new life?
Maybe if you just stand still, they won't notice you.
Yeah, it was so odd. Luckily, I was wearing a skirt, so I think I just kind of like
Shimmied.
Yeah, shimmied. It was the worst. And then I was super drunk too, so by that time I was like,
You're like, what do I do?
like Jay's like, what happened to you? And I was like, yeah.
That is the best birthday ever.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Okay, we need to take a quick break. I want to hear more about this shimming. We'll be right back with more Morgan Brayton and Other People. Welcome back to Morgan Brayton and Other People. We're talking about birthdays here on the show today, and I think it's safe to say we've just heard about the worst birthday when Erica was peeing and men were fighting on top of her. You might want to watch the rest of the show if you missed it to find out
I don't know.
exactly what happened.
I got a pretty bad birthday too. When I
You
was a
can beat
kid.
that?
Oh yeah.
Oh no. What happened?
It's gonna be sad.
Well, when I was a kid, I was raised Muslim, so we were forced to go to Muslim school where we had to learn about the Quran. And my cousins were all there, and so it was like a regular tradition for us to like hang out afterwards. But this time it was my cousin's birthday, and at the time I had a cast. And my cousin was a tiny little kid who was afraid of all kinds of things. So I was basically a monster to him. He's like, you're broken. You're not allowed to come to my birthday party. Yep.
Wait. You were uninvited to your birthday party because you were injured?
Because I was injured and had a cast on. And so everyone got to go to the birthday, and I had to go to Muslim school by myself.
What was happening at this birthday that you had to have two good arms?
Nothing.
You know what I mean? Like, what were they doing?
I can eat cake with one arm.
Yeah, I know you can.
Yeah,
with
it was
only
my
one
little
arm.
cousin who thought I was quite literally a monster. Because I had a big white cast
That's
on.
awful.
I know. See, told you. Worst birthday.
You're selfish
Worst
for
birthday.
thinking that yours was one. No.
Yeah.
Real selfish.
I cried.
Was anybody wearing a cast in your story?
No.
Well, that guy was after you stepped on his leg, Mimi.
Well, now he will be wearing a cast after that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He never walked again.
But it's true though. Like I remember how when you found. I think now with younger kids, isn't it that you invite the whole class? Or
Yeah.
is it not? Because it used to be pretty awful if you knew that a party was going on and everybody was talking about it. And it never happened to me. Let me be very clear.
Of course not.
No, it did, and it was awful. It was so
Exactly.
upsetting and hurtful.
No, and so I don't think everybody should get a ribbon and all that kind of stuff, but I also believe in not because that's so mean if you're inviting
Yeah.
these people and then not. And it's one thing if you're inviting like 5 friends, but then
the
there's
whole
like 20
class.
other
Yeah.
people that you're not
Yeah.
inviting. Okay, fine.
That's fine.
But if you're inviting like 9 out of 10, no, not okay. And my son and I had a huge fight about this a couple of years ago when he wanted to invite pretty much everybody except a couple of kids, and I was like, no way. But then his excuse was, he said, well, so-and-so told me that he let me know that his birthday was coming up and he was having a party, and I was like, oh, great. And then he said, and you're not invited. So I was like, that f***er's not coming to your birthday.
Of course not.
Not invited. Not invited.
Yeah, that's
Plus,
fair.
I'm gonna go find him and step on his
My
inner
niece
thigh.
is 10, and she has a birthday party every weekend.
It's nonstop with
Yeah.
little kids. Yeah, I agree. And
then
I
you
think
gotta
that is why, though, especially if it's smaller classes, that they are just now including everybody, which I agree isn't the way to raise our children, to think that we get everything in life for free or that we're always going to be included. But
That's not, there's
it's
no
hard to
merit involved
explain
in a
that.
birthday party. That's different,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't agree with like, you run a race, everybody gets a ribbon.
No, I
but it's not, there's no merit involved in a birthday party. Exactly. The other thing with the kids' birthday parties now that I don't like is, and this is, I got this weird middle class stuff from my mom going on in my head, but I hate giving gift cards. And it's just a weird,
It's a
stupid thing.
cop-out.
Well, but I feel like my mom was always like, that's tacky. You have to put the thought into buying them a gift and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But kids, that's what kids want. And I don't know, like, I don't know 12-year-old boys. I didn't know when I was 12 what 12-year-old boys like. I certainly don't want to know when I'm 45. But all they want is a Lego card or an iTunes card or whatever.
Yep.
So,
And isn't it about giving them what they want? Because this is
To be
my
fair,
thing. It's like
true.
I could go out and try to shop for like my 15-year-old niece, but I would come back with like, look at this sweater, and she'd be like, you are ridiculous.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So it's so much easier now. Money. Everybody gets money.
Yeah.
I'm almost at the point where I feel like my parents are at an age where I can start giving
start
them money. You know, like
that's a good idea, actually. But what about gift giving, like, to adults, though? Are you, like, are you
a
good
good
at
bottle
it?
of wine for
good
me.
bottle of
yeah,
wine?
for me, for the most part,
For
if my
me,
friends
it's
drink,
good. A
I
good
just get them a
bottle of
card
wine.
and a good bottle of wine. Or whatever booze they drink, to be fair.
Kevin, your dear partner and my beloved friend, hates getting gifts.
He hates
and
it.
I love to give
Yes.
him gifts.
Because it annoys him so much.
Well, and I love him, and it's so easy. Like, if I'm out and I see something that makes me think of Kevin, that is joy in my life
Yes.
to pick up that thing and give it to him. If it was a chore, I wouldn't do it.
No, of course not.
But yeah, he
Reach
hates
down to the
it.
table
does,
for
he hates
just
it.
a second here.
Why would he?
What are you doing?
Show, because I have to show.
Well, he hates a lot of things.
It needs. I should have brought the bottle because you can't really. It's not
you
as
can't tell.
it's not as good without the bottle. But this was my birthday present from Katie this year, and it's a wine bottle holder. It's really a bit anticlimactic because we drank all the wine. Let's face it. But it holds the bottle of wine in its little cat mouth.
And it looks like it's
Katie
guzzling
You
the
sound
wins.
like a cat guzzling a bottle of wine, and you didn't think Morgan Brayton.
Then
Then
get
you're not
out
paying
of here.
attention.
Then what is wrong with you?
I am not a good gift giver. Because first of all, I'm a total last minuter because I'm not good with time management.
Yeah.
I'm not good with it.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, and usually it's something really like something a little bit like not something that's expensive or whatever. For my best friend's 40th birthday, I made her the sweetest pair of mom jeans. Now this was before the like high-waisted mom jeans were hip.
Yeah.
I went and found at Value Village like these horrible high-waisted like weird giant ass jeans, and I like bejeweled them and put like mom jeans on them and everything, and gave them to her for her birthday.
That's the best.
Everybody at that party put them on. We have 100 pictures of like everybody wearing the mom jeans and dancing in the mom jeans and stuff, and that was the best. And every time like we talk about birthdays, we're just like, remember when you gave me those mom jeans for my 40th?
Yeah.
And that's, it's not about how much you spent or whatever. It's just about
Good.
doing something dumb is what it's about.
Something
Yeah.
dumb and thoughtful that
Dumb
you know
and
they would
thoughtful.
appreciate. A nice picture, of us.
Of
Erica
us.
has something to. I don't know. That's awkward.
No, nothing for you.
So ready.
That's not her actual birthday.
No, but it's coming up.
It's coming up very quickly.
Yeah. Well,
Less than 72 hours.
Oh my!
countdown. Countdown's on. Countdown's on. Okay, well, we have got to go shop for a good present for Erica.
iTunes gift card.
Good enough.
You are getting a Lego card, absolutely. Thank you for joining us here on Morgan Brayton and Other People. We'll see you next time.
Happy birthday!
Cheers to that.
And in just under 2 more months, it's mine, guys.
Yeah, okay, no pressure.
Oh yeah, and my mom's.